everybody, I am excited to show you my project for this month's hop, and I just wanted to say that this month we had a lot of options and I just fell in love with these cute papers. They reminded me of fabric and quilting, and that's something I really love. And then I decided what I wanted to do was do a little shape card, and I had this from my Silhouette store. And so these are examples of the cards I'm going to show you. Basically, the idea is that you're just cutting out something that's a shape of a card. And I just think these were super cute, and they would be kind of fun to send off to my family members as a little summer hello and pick me up. So there it is. And I'm going to show you how I put these together. So I did cut these the pieces out on my Silhouette. All the pieces came from my Silhouette, but I did some modifications to make them fancy. So the first thing I did on my little cards, this is the cardstock I cut, and I originally liked the kind of mauvey color, but then I thought, it doesn't match that well. So I wanted to do something fun and sparkly, and I had got this Recollections Blue Blaze embossing powder a while back, and it's just gorgeous. So I decided I wanted to feature that. So I'm going to take you through the process of how I included the embossing powder. So I just do direct to paper with my dirty old Versamark pad. I do that a lot with my dirty old Versamark pad. Just a direct to paper. And then obviously you don't want to drop your embossing powder straight on that paper because it'll stick to that. So I put it in on a separate piece of paper, just like this, and knock it off. I got this at Michael's, by the way. Obviously it's Recollections brand. So you guys can pick that up wherever. And make sure to brush off the places where you don't want it to stick. Especially these embossing powders that have a lot of glitter do tend to kind of cling, and you don't necessarily want that everywhere. So, and then I'm just going to go ahead and heat this. And remember, like I said last time, heat from the back first so that you don't send glitters flying everywhere, and just kind of get it initially stuck. An initial heating will help it stick. Then you can come and finish it up on the front, and you won't get nearly as much glitter flying everywhere when you finish heating this. Ow! Burning my finger there. Oh, burning my finger there. Okay, got that spot done. And I like an all over approach to this because it really just makes it pretty. So there we go. That's how I did that. Then I have a little leaf piece, and I decided I wanted to use my distress inks to kind of give some dimension to these pieces. So I'm going to take my Twisted Citron and just kind of go around the edges. Then I'm going to use my fossilized amber for the centerpiece. And then around the flower, I decided to use my Salty Ocean because I felt like that was a nice color, sort of bring out the blue in these papers. So that's all done. in order to adhere on top of this glitter, you need a good strong adhesive, and I decided to use Glossy Accents. This stuff sticks to most things, and it will definitely stick to the glitter, which is not necessarily that easy to adhere to. This was a brand new bottle of Glossy Accents. I'd never used it before, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to stick that down. And then just to turn it over, right, just like that. And if you're kind of crafty, you can just open this. I don't know if you guys have known this or thought about this, but you can just kind of put the object right in, right in there, and avoid having to. Oh. Let's see here. Let's get it. Keep it from flying away from me. Let's see if we can do it from the other side too. Just get this prettied up. This little ring. These are going to be fun little cards. Just a little quick hello. Can send to my family members. We got glitter everywhere. Alright. Let's see if we can get that heated. So then we'll go ahead and attach that. Just like this. I'm going to put my little center. I already applied foam tape to the back of this just to save time. I think you guys all know how to do foam tape. And I do this before I put the button on because I want to make sure that the button is aimed correctly. So my little yellow button that I'm going to put in the center of this, I've already put some twine in it. I didn't want to, you know, entertain you all with threading twine and putting that little bow in there because that can take some time and be kind of, you know, like it can be difficult sometimes. It just takes a while. So I just did that. You guys know how to tie a little bow. The twine I got, it's actually hemp that I got at, it's from Doris. I think I got this at Walmart in their bead section. Just real cheap stuff. But I love a bit of fiber. And then, of course, you want your bow to be straight up and down. And there it is. There's my project. Very simple. But it inspires you to think about different shaped cards. You could stamp a little hey, hello inside, and or happy birthday or whatever. And or you could just put them all together and have like a whole message in there. That would be kind of cute if you had like some kind of a little box or something. You could put them together and they would look like that. So I hope you enjoyed these little flower cards. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.